Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Lionel, and I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering Married to Medicine. This is season 10, and I believe this is 1010, episode 10. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video. Also, you can also share this video and subscribe to my channel. Welcome to all new viewers, and you can also leave your comments. I don't know how to preface this video. I somewhat think I need like like this is a conversation instead of a review, because it's like, ooh, this episode was heavy and a lot of stuff was going on that just don't look right, but could also feel very familiar as to what happened with Mariah. I will preface it this way. For you all saying that vindication for Mariah, there's no vindication for Mariah, because the group still does not like her and she's not on the show. So where's their vindication at? You could say, oh, well, they were treating her a certain way. You could say that much, but that's about it. Sorry. So it was a continuation of when they were sitting outside having dinner, and it was a powwow against Quad. Of course, Heavenly was saying that you're using me just to be on film. You don't F with us at any other time. And it's like, ugh. It's like, I see people online are like, what? Who cares? She treats it like a job. Let her do that. But it's like, I'm sorry, with this certain group, they're actually some type of form of friendship. Do I think that they hang out like that? No, but they're kind of a unit that's just not showing up to film. I don't think just to be fair, I don't think that they get together every day. Possibly Heavenly and Dr. Jackie get together the most often, and then it trickles down to Dr. Jackie and Simone getting together. Let's see. And the rest is like, okay, we'll see you when I see you type of situation. But they do make sure that they try to get together. Toya even said in the last episode that it's been years since they all got together like this. And that's dumb and crazy. And obviously you all have to work towards being more as a group and functioning as that, so that there is improvement on your side too. Quad, I know she was not ready for all this. Quad kept saying the same things. She said that I don't have an emotional attachment, but I do want to find a way for us to get to a better place. I said I'm open and willing, Simone was like, well, you say you don't have this emotional attachment. Like, what? How are we supposed to deal with that? How do we work on that? You only come around us when it's convenient for you. And it's not conducive for this group. Phaedra's sitting there with nothing to say. Like, I don't even know why she's there. Anyways, after dinner, they vacate. The other ladies plus Phaedra, not Alicia and Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea felt like Quad was getting roasted like a pig. So she could even see that, but the other woman can't. If you watched Dr. Heavenly's live last week, a lot of stuff got fed by production. And after I watched, there's an interview that Quad just did with Mr. Carlos King. Go to his channel. Quad says that, at least from what I'm getting, she wasn't the one that was negotiating with Married to Medicine, with the production and network. She had lawyers and her own agent. So whatever production was doing, they were feeding something based upon whatever the agent was saying. Not saying that that's not what Quad's words were, per se, but for y'all to say that Quad was in the room and she was negotiating and saying all this stuff. No, the agent just brought up different things, and then the production used it against her. And that's nasty work. But anyways, they're back there and they just said, we don't know if that she should really be around right now because she's not taking accountability for anything, And Toya asked for Quad to come down. She wasn't dressed, so she got herself together and came down. And basically, what's the conclusion? Are you here? What's up? She's still saying that she wants to be here. She's still saying that things are broken, but she wants to work on it. And she felt like, at least with the resurrection mess, she felt like that was a start over. Because Heavenly and Quad did not have no beef. Dr. Jackie and Quad didn't have no beef. Simone says that she didn't have no beef. Toya and Quad are the one that's had this beef. And I'm so glad that Toya finally admitted tonight that she says that I have not forgiven you. So that's not based upon Quad at this point. You're saying it's not genuine, but you're also saying that you're not forgiving her. Yet we see you online with Anila. And people are like, oh, her apology was genuine. How? But anyways, why is she welcomed to a lot of functions that you have going on, and you make sure you have pictures with her to showcase online? Somebody accusing me of possibly being the one around robberies around, okay, I forgive you, but you're not going to get that close to me. You're not going to be around me like that. Like, let's make it make sense. Like, no, you did all this for a TV show, and it did not matter to you about me also cheating. So it doesn't make sense. Let's just say it seems like Toya is the one. Somehow the other women are in agreement to kind of pile up against her and to make her be accountable. Now that I have spoken for Quad, I still feel like, Quad, you got to do better than what you're doing. You didn't even fight for yourself, but you weren't sticking up for yourself, and you kept repeating yourself. I don't know what they really wanted out of you, but whatever. So Simone basically was the one that says that we're going to ask you to go. My question is, why is Simone saying anything? This is Toya's trip. Why is Simone saying anything? Simone was the spokesperson for the Mariah crap, and now this. Why are you talking? Why didn't Toya say it? All because she didn't want to look a certain way? Because it just seems like Toya is strategic at how to get Quad out of the group. She has unforgiveness in her heart. She already confessed that it's there, and now she got Simone to do her dirty work, along with production. That's what it looks like. But y'all can tell me in the comments if I'm saying something right or wrong, because I'm still looking at this like, what? Why is she doing anything? And Quad had this look of, oh. And my other thing is, when they did that, I said, why would y'all do that to her? Why would y'all invite her here just to tell her to go? That made no sense. Now, if I was Quad, I would have stayed there on production's done, and then I'll get back. I'll see you when I see you in Atlanta. You sat up there. Y'all had no issues, but y'all created issues to make Quad accountable for something that y'all don't even know. Y'all want a sisterhood, that's cool. But it's like, Quad says that, I don't know how much on Quad's end that she has to really be open about, because it's like, you're saying, well, nobody's reaching out to me. You want me to reach out to you, but you don't reach out to me. I do believe that Quad withdraws. I think, especially after her divorce, she's just not really messing with them like that. And I think that there's unhealed hurt that Quad is still coming around the group, but she doesn't really want to F with them like that because of the divorce. That's my opinion about it. Y'all can let me know what else, but it's like, nobody is 100% right in this whole situation. I'll just say that much. I did say a couple weeks ago when she did the funeral stuff, like, Quad, the stunts and the shows aren't doing it for you. You got to look out for you. I had no clue that this mess was planned and set up for her, because Heavenly says that it wasn't for her to get off the show. It was just for her to go home and to think and to come back into the group. But Quad doesn't show up until the finale. Some other points about how much Quad is needed. They had filmed 5 weeks. And really, the party, when you see from episode 1 and 2, really nothing got up and popping until Quad came back. So she wasn't filming 5 weeks. None of that film was valid. And they sped everything up to Quad in the sweet tea mess. Obviously, Quad is needed. Obviously, she's there. I don't think that the ladies did it the right way. Heavenly says she has regrets upon it now, because Heavenly did say she was mad at the moment. She said last week that they were good, but now this week she's on social media saying, "Oh, we're not speaking," and probably since that live they're not speaking. And I don't think that it's going to come back, not that quickly with Quad. I still don't understand why Phaedra was there. Phaedra was in the background, and if they were supposed to be these good friends, how come you didn't speak up at all for her? I haven't seen you speak up for her since you got on the show. You've done all these stunts and shows, but I have not seen you, heard you say anything good about Quad. And when Quad was leaving, she was like, Phaedra, you and me, we don't have a problem, do we? She's like, oh, no. But wouldn't you? Because didn't Heavenly just say that you talk a lot of ish too heavily about Phaedra? All of this is weird. And of course, Phaedra is the shiesty one. And I'm going to keep talking about her. Why is she here? Why was she a part of that conversation? You're too busy trying to save your place for a check that you said you got several jobs for and you don't really need it. Why are you here? I'm just saying, even as someone like you, even if you didn't want to, you didn't even come from a neutral place. You just let these friends do whatever to her. Whatever. Whatever. All right, so the next day, it's going to be short because there was nothing really left, but the ladies kept talking about Quad. Dr. Jackie meets up with Vice President Kamala over Zoom. And they're talking about maternity mortality and really increasing a lot more help and aid. There's going to be, I think, some type of bill passed about at least having 12 months of Medicaid for women in this type of situation. Things to just boost all of that, especially in Black women. She had all of that. We saw it on camera. I think eventually she's going to be going to Washington. And of course, the crew was like, can we go? And Heavenly's like, I'm going to be good. But then, of course, Simone was saying, well, no, she's going to be acting like she's good as an ACK. But we don't know how she really going to act. Toya's doing her wine club. She decided to have Phaedra in the room. And they were going to just talk about different things or tours and things of that nature. Still, congratulations to Toya being someone who did nothing but spent up Dr. Eugene's money and now doing something for herself. That's cool. They still was talking about Quad. The men finally get together, and it's time for Dr. Alicia's husband. He gets to talk about, I'm not really with my children that much. And this is like the first time I'm going to be spending this much time with them alone. And it's a little bit hard for them. We hear Cecil talking about he would always take care of the children. As far as when they were young, they were even taking care of, I guess, somebody in the neighborhood's child. He was kind of like daddy daycare for a little while. Dr. Kimes, daddy, talked about his experiences of, taking care of his children, and he enjoyed it, he said. So they get on the subject of Quad. And they found out the Quad was basically excommunicated. And I'm just jumping right in. G is giddy over it. I said, what? So this man really came back to this show. I mean, you're showing your true intentions, sir. You came back to this show to get your lick back at Quad. And you're trying to get her off the show that she built. You didn't build the show. And you think that Sweet Tea is. Okay, so right now, as of right now, since Sweet Tea's wedding, what has she contributed? Arguing with Heavenly for a minute? Okay. What now? When do we get back into knowing about Sweet Tea? We know that she likes old men, and she's a part of the Old Men's Club on Facebook. And they are there for support and to teach you how to be a heartbreaker. I put that part in. I don't know what it's all about. But all of a sudden now, somebody knew about Dr. Greg and told you to go over there, even though you've been watching the show forever and a day. And you're trying to offer this baby that you cannot produce. And you just found out weeks before the wedding. Okay, lady. Anyways, so Greg was giddy about that. And she also doesn't want Sweet Tea and Quad to become friends. Why? I mean, who does? But I'm like, well, why? So there were ulterior motives on being back. And it looks like people are taking up for Dr. G yet again. Even though Dr. G isn't the one to help make Married to Medicine to the success as it is today. Dr. Alicia, they get into a little bit more of her. She's a dentist just like Dr. Heavenly. How her marriage with her guy, her husband, is kind of different. She grew up in a single mom home, and she kind of did the male things. She's Nigerian. She talked about a time where she was emasculating her husband because she can do some of the things like fix this and all that. But she regrets it now, and she does not try to do that to him anymore. Now she's a lot more opinionated on her own and not as submissive on her own. But when they are together, there's all the submission happening. Simone clocked that tea and was just like, I see you're a different person when you're around your husband than you are with us. So I don't know how they're going to pull this together. I really hate that it took 10 episodes to finally hear something from Dr. Alicia. Y'all did her a disservice, and I don't think that it was her doing. You want to invest in Quad, but don't want to invest in your other people that are actually there that show up all the time. And that's cool as far as you wanting to invest in Quad, but don't try to hire on people and then treat them a certain way. That's not cool. All in all, like I said, nobody is truly right, and I think that they did it all wrong. And again, for the ones that just think that Mariah got her vindication, she did not. Where is she? Where's the love for her? They don't care about her like that. So whatever. You all can say it's karma for Dr. Quad, for Quad. It's not. Because it's karma for everybody. And that means that everybody's disposable. And if you get out of line, then they can really eventually kick you out. It's really what it's showing at this point. That's all I do have, because there was nothing else after Quad. Not for real. So I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please let me know what you think of this episode. And please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.